Welcome to yet another episode of Miriam's Food Adventures. How are y'all doing? Today, as you can see, I ditched the crazy earrings for something a little more colorful. I was feeling like blue and yellow, and of course, my absolute favorite color, black. So anyway, how are y'all doing? My hair is growing already, and it's that little really low cut, and it's so nice playing in there. Anyway, moving on. Remember the last episode, I promised you something that would blow your brains away. Yes, I didn't forget. So without further ado, first off, I'm gonna give you the scientific name and see if you can guess what I have in store. Today, as you can see, it's not here yet because it's a big reveal. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the name, right? It's Heterometrus longimanus. Heterometrus longimanus. I don't know, some of you are gonna probably look that up, which is fine. Are you able to guess? And look, if off the top of your head you just know what Heterometrus longimanus is, Lord knows there's no way I would have gotten that. And then I'm gonna give you another clue, right? I did my eyeliner in a way that hints at what I'm about to eat. I think this would give it away. As you can see, they're not at all the same. I'm not the best artist, but yeah, my eyeliner is reminiscent of what I'm about to eat. So are you ready? Lo and behold, what we have today is the Heterometrus longimanus. Yes, it is a scorpion. Why does it have to be hetero? That's for another time, right? So yes, and I got one in my favorite color. Wearing black, eating black. Oh, it's a black life. So yes, this is what I'll be trying. It's cooled down already, but that's fine. I brought it out of the microwave before I set up, so I knew it was gonna run cold. It's hairy, so that definitely came as a shock to me. Let me see if I can show you that. So yeah, there's like a little pouch on the side. I'm guessing it went bust or something, I don't know. So now, right, where do I begin from? I think I'm gonna start with the arms or pincers or whatever. If you've eaten crab before, I'm just picturing, yeah, the hands are off. Little pincers are off. So I'm just picturing it, my taste kind of like crab. So again, I'm so surprised that it has little hair. That's just one thing I never pictured scorpions having. Hair, for what? Okay, so let's try. Oh, okay, so I was gonna tell you, right? This is the stinger. Don't worry, the stinger is not poisonous as long as it's cooked. This is cooked. I just saw to it. So the stinger is, it's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna be venomous anymore. The venom is no longer venomous. But here's the interesting thing. It is chock full of a certain kind of protein that is an allergen that you could have a strong allergic reaction to. Now, I am not allergic to seafood or soy or all the other allergens that I know of, but I've never tried this. So you know what? This is what this adventure is about. It's about trying new things. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut off the stinger. There it is. Oh, it has a little, so there it is. It's such a nice shape. It's so sexy. Ooh, look. It's such a lovely shape. It's really fat down here at the bottom, and then it's stinger, literally. So I'm gonna save it for last, right? If I'm gonna have an allergic reaction, and I hope not, I don't want to have it before I'm done with the episode. So I'm saving that for last. So yes, I want to start with the, I don't know what you call them, pincers, hands. I'm feeling, oh my god, It looks just like the limbs of a crab. Do you see it? Yes, just like crab. I'm picturing that it might taste like crab. So here we go. Really like crab. I just broke it, and can you see the flesh in there? And the flesh is not black, it's reddish. Okay, so here's the flesh. It's looking fleshy, reddy, orangey, browny. Wow, it's so strong. I'm trying to break through and get into more flesh. Okay, it's nicer than I imagined. It's like a crab. Like eating it is a tall order. It's a job on its own because you have to break all these. And trust me, the outside, the exoskeleton, is so strong. It's not something you can eat. It's so strong. It's like crab. Like you really want to eat the crab shell. I cooked this with a little salt, so unlike the last time, it's not just the flesh. I guess that's why it's nicer. So this is the tail. Again, the exoskeleton is way too hard for you to just swallow. So as you can see, there's a lot of work needed for me to break through and eat the flesh, but I'm not gonna waste our time doing that. Let's go to the place with the biggest flesh. It has all these legs and hands and whatever. And hairs, little hair. This is the side I wish I could show you. It looks like a little net. Anyway, I'm gonna take off these that are making it difficult for me to get into the flesh. As you can see, I saved the best for last. Oh my God, it has a, I don't know why I didn't expect it, but it has a little head. Can you see it? Can you see it? It has a little head and two like huge holes. If you, yeah, I don't know if eyes used to be there. And it has like a mouth in the middle. So here we go. So let me describe it to you. I'm surprised. Believe it or not, the flesh that I got into when I broke into these, I don't know, I'm gonna call them pincers, tastes completely different. I'm not kidding. From the flesh from the body, the biggest part. And guess what? Remember, this is so strong you basically cannot eat the outside. The middle, as you can see, I ate everything. This is the rest of the middle. So, like I said, the pincers, the big hands, crabby hands, tasted completely different. The flesh in them tasted completely different from the body, the main body. And while I couldn't break into this, like, I mean, I could break into it, but I couldn't eat. Oh my God, it's almost exactly like a crab. Can you see? Can you see this little part where it like opens? I didn't even notice that before. It's literally just like a mini crab. I'm gonna get to the taste, right? Don't forget, we have saved the best for last, I'm hoping. This is the part that it uses to kill. And this could be, I could be allergic to this, I don't know. Some people are. I'm gonna just break off this because it's really sharp and hey, break off. Okay, there. So yeah, no more sharpness. So let's see. Oh God. Completely different texture from the body, which is a completely different texture and taste from the flesh in the pincers. Oh my God, this is way more exciting than I thought it would be. Let me break down the tastes for you, right? Oh my God, so as you know, I started with this part, what I'm calling the pincers, like the crab. I started with that part, and the exoskeleton is so hard, you cannot eat it. You have to eat what's in it, which was a pinkish, fleshy part that was really nice. Like the strands felt like flesh. Now, what I mean by flesh, if you've eaten beef, you know, it has strands. Kind of like that, but tinier. Compared to if you've eaten like a grasshopper, it doesn't have that kind of strandy flesh. It's just what it is. Do you understand what I mean? So the flesh in here is kind of strandy, like beef, but smaller, and almost kind of the color of beef, kind of pinkish. It was really nice. If you ask me, that was the nicest flesh of all of it. That was the nicest. If I knew, I would have saved it for last. But because I do have this one, I'm gonna eat it last. So no harm done. So that was the taste of this. I don't have any left of it because I ate everything. But next, I ate the body, the whole body. Like we saw the head and the eyes or something, 2 huge holes in the little mouth. So that, and like the whole rest of the torso, which was the largest part of it. And shockingly, the exoskeleton there was not as hard as here. Like it was softer so that I could eat everything. I ate everything. And let me tell you the taste, it tasted like a grasshopper. It tasted like a grasshopper. Not exactly, but kind of like a grasshopper. Now the flesh in here that I described that had strands like the leaves, it tasted a little fishy, a little like crab or shrimp, but not the same texture, just strand-like. A little, again, when I say a little, just a little hint of it. It just tasted like some flesh, but a hint of like seafoody taste in there, yeah. The middle body, no hint of seafood. It was like grasshopper, if you've ever eaten grasshopper, including the texture. It didn't feel like flesh. There were no strands. It's just there. And then the last part, I wish I could show you, but I did show you before. Remember, I saved it for last because that's the part they used to sting. That's the poison. That's like the little fat little poison house with the stinger. I caught up the stinger because I didn't want no funny stories. And then, I mean, most likely it could just go get stuck in some part of my tooth or just injure me because it's really, it was really sharp. So I just cut that off. Now the little, I call it the poison house. This is the funny thing. It looked so small, so I thought I could eat all the parts, including the exoskeleton, like the middle. Guess what? Of course, it's the poison house. I suppose it's fortified. So, I mean, I could break through it with my teeth, but guess what? I couldn't finish it. I had to throw out the pieces because I was just chewing and chewing and it wasn't going anywhere. It's as strong as the exoskeleton, covering the pincers or the hands or whatever. Which makes sense, right? That's like the armory. Of course you would protect it. Now the inside, completely different texture, completely different taste. You know, I told you it's like a really strong protein in there. It felt that way. It was oily and just, it didn't have body like the flesh in here. Like you could feel the strands, like I told you. So in the in the little armor, there was none of that. Like it was, outside was so strong, but the inside was like soft and oily. So I just chewed on it to just extract it, but I couldn't really chew through the armory, the body. So I spat that out. And that's that. This has been so exciting. First of all, I was really shocked with the differences in the taste. Like, I suppose that's how you eat oxtail versus flesh. Yeah, like it's a completely different taste. It's a completely different texture. So the scorpion, the Heterometris longimanus, was really such a surprise for me. The texture, different in different parts. The tastes, it was nice. Again, my favorite was what was in here, so I'm gonna eat it last. It was fleshy and a little bit seafoody. And that was my favorite part. Good thing it's a little bit bigger than the tail. The tail, oh yeah, the tail is absolutely made up of the same stuff. Absolutely, as you can see, they're all jointed. I suppose that's why. Anyway, exactly the same taste. except there's just so much less in here. You're just biting through exoskeleton for very little reward in here, but here there's a little more. So, oh my god, as you can see, I didn't need to use my spices today because this was cooked with salt. So it was amazing, and I'm gonna just finish that off. Now, let me tell you something. Would I eat a scorpion again? The answer is absolutely yes. Remember I did silkworms last time? It was a nice taste. I don't think I'm gonna go looking for silkworms again. Like, I've crossed it off my list. I'm not crazy about silkworms. I'm not crazy about scorpions either. But if I get the chance to eat a scorpion again, I would totally do it. It's just so exciting how differently it tastes. So I hope this is doing its job and is inspiring you to eat more than just beef and fish and chicken, if you even eat those. So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and do my little excited dance. Do it, 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 do it. Until next time, when I come up with whatever I'm gonna eat next, stay you, be you, while I finish up the rest of this fleshy part. Bye now.